Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I actually have information based on Devil May Cry 5. After much speculation, the game is actually uh, um, going to make its debut in E3 2016 of this year, which means there's going to be a whole lot of trailers coming out for the game itself. Fans been speculating about Devil May Cry 5 ever since DMC Devil May Cry came out, which is basically a rebooted title, which may have not done as it didn't do as good as the original series did, which probably explains the reason why Capcom probably decided to take back the title underneath their care. Obviously, mostly likely, what's going to happen in Devil May Cry 5 is a simple fact that we're going to have more information on Nero, his background, probably his past, family, who is it related to. Although Capcom probably dropped the mic on that a long time ago, stating that Virgil indeed is his father. But in order to prove that, of course, you need a video game that builds that story and how was it that he actually came, how Nero came to light as a character in the series, and how did he get mixed up in all the action that Dante was left with when fighting demons, of course. Now, the funny thing about Nero is that he hates demons. So does Virgil, of course, and so does Dante. They all hate demons. We all know that much, right? Now, the only difference is that Nero craves power, but in a different way, without hurting people, while Virgil does that with the ability of being able to hurt people. Dante, on the other hand, does not crave power. He just does it for fun, basically, to beat up demons and stuff and such. So Dante is the opposite of Virgil. Virgil is more proper. He's always practicing. Rather, it's not his vocabulary. He's brushing up his vocabulary. He's probably brushing up on his skills. Dante is a bit more out there. He's more like a normal person kind of should be. Slandering the demons, taunting them, and sometimes, having a very grotesque vocabulary overall, making him one of those standout characters in the series. While Nero is kind of an in between mix of the both of them. He's kind of taunts his characters at the same time. He's proper, but he's also smart, and which is the reason why in Devil May Cry 4 he may have said like, oh no, you can keep the Yamato anyways. Which is probably the reason why. Which is probably that's the reason why he's gonna keep the sword, because after he actually releases of his inner powers, of course, he was able to see like, okay, wait a minute, this is just isn't any other Nephilim. This guy is actually related to my brother. So he probably was the first one to notice that really this guy actually is Virgil, which is why he's kind of like just sighed at the end of that. In Devil May Cry 4, we're left fighting this big savior, supposedly savior statue, and we fought a Pope guy who thought he was originally an angel. Of course, he was not an angel. He was just another demon that has been a human that was experimented on, and that's what all these demons actually came from in reality, as a scientist brings to light. So Devil May Cry 5 could be in the makings. Fans speculate its debut during the E3 2016 rumor. So, good news for fans. Finally, makers are ready to with the fifth installment of the action-packed series. It is in the making and is expected to be announced soon, according to some alleged leaks and slips on social media. Of course, there was some slips on social media. They took them down and now they put them back up because the secret is out. So, DMC Devil May Cry 5 will be announced this year at E3, and we'll probably have a release date this year as well. This is after, of course, DMC Devil May Cry rebooted series was released, and mostly likely, I'm hoping that Virgil does come back, and he wasn't just and he wasn't just like thrown at us in the fourth game, in the HD version. I hope he wasn't just thrown there to just be there. I hope that that's actually code for, yeah, Virgil is gonna make a comeback and bigger than ever. Because in reality, a lot of the series lost most of his fans after Virgil really got left out of the series in the fourth game, which is the reason why a lot of people were like, felt iffy after Virgil was not in the series. But now that they put Virgil back into the series in the HD remastered version, a lot of people took interest in the game again, and that's what probably led to the making of Devil May Cry 5, because it sold so well with Virgil being in the game. And it actually serves as a lesson that you cannot just, brush up a character and just, have him fall in a pit of darkness and not return. Because technically speaking, he's not dead. He let go of his hands on purpose, and he fell in the pit of darkness. So there wasn't much you could do about that, right? But mostly likely to gain more power. So the fifth installment of Devil May Cry, the popular action adventure video game, is in an active development currently right now. It is being developed currently, according to rumors that seem to be coming from a photo posted on Johnny Young Bosch Facebook page. So if you've been to Johnny Young Bosch Facebook page, it was actually a video of, there's actually a photo posted recently of the game itself. And many voice actors actually reenacted the game, but it was taken down recently to protect the game's integrity, but then it was put back up eventually. So for those who don't know, Bosch is the actor who portrayed the role of Nero, which is one of the main, most important characters in the Devil May Cry series that took place in DMC4, and probably that cultural continuation will continue onto DMC5. So probably Nero's going to be the main character in DMC5. You're going to start out with Nero, mostly likely, but we're going to get a little backstory as to how Nero came to light, how did he get into the world, and what exactly happened, with his dad. And he was like this guy probably that was interested in having his own family, to a guy that went power hungry. So social media, he been seen in a motion capture suit along with Ruben Langdon, the actor who played Dante in Devil May Cry 5. So these are two actors. One played Nero, the other one played Dante. So although the photo since has been taken down, speculation hinting that the highly anticipated next installment of the game will appear soon to the masses and a fan of the franchise. Probably Capcom will take wraps of it during one of the biggest events of the year, E3 2016. Devil May Cry series was originally planned as a sequence of the extremely popular Resident Evil franchise. The game eventually made an impression of being one of the most action-packed games to date, but it has been 8 long years since DMC4 came out. This means a new version is long overdue for its release. And I wouldn't be surprised if the new installment is actually longer than DMC4 overall, because DMC4 was fast-paced, but was pretty lengthy in a sense. So I wouldn't be surprised if DMC5 turns out to be a pretty lengthy game, but it is fast-paced at the same time. I wouldn't be surprised if they come out with DLCs too at that as well. So Devil May Cry makers, on the other hand, have shown no signs of coming up with a sequel, thus disappointing the game's huge fan base, according to the report on Segment Next. If rumors doing rounds or anything to go by, this is about to change. Nevertheless, the Facebook post by Johnny Young Bosch has certainly raised a few eyebrows, and fans are looking forward to the next installment in the Devil May Cry series. On the other hand, there is a possibility that the two actors could just be, friends, and it's quite normal for friends to be spotted together, right? Right, because friends are always spotted together, and they would normally, under normal circumstances, play characters as actors that they have portrayed before. But the fans probably won't take this as an explanation, and we can't blame them. That the last time these two were together, it was for the 4th installment of Devil May Cry. So there's a huge possibility that they have come together yet again to work on Devil May Cry 5. As of now, there is no confirmation about the game's release date or show on E3 2016. But should it come to light, let it be known that the game will be released sometime 2016 and at the beginning of 2017. And if it is released, it will be released for probably Xbox One, PS4, and possibly PC. Possibly. Although PC was not on the list when I first looked at the platforms it was going to come out for. Thus, probably leaving Xbox One and PlayStation 4 on the list. For now, it's just a title that lies in wait, and you're just going to have to wait till E3 2016 to see if anything is showcased during the showcasing of every other video games that's scheduled to come out possibly in the fall or this summer. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me today for this Devil May Cry 5 video game update, of course, which is nonetheless more rumored, but an update nonetheless. So thank you very much. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. And if you want, you can comment. You could just leave a like. And you can also follow me up on Twitter as well. And have a great day.